Welcome to Dimension 119, a dimension where anything can happen. Prepare for the strange and unexpected. Enjoy today's episode.
What's going on, everyone? It is Nathan with Dimension 119, and we're back at it again with more Curse of Strahd. This is episode 38, more Mad Mage Memories. I was just trying to go with all M's, and that's all I could come up with, so like it or not, we're going back to the Mad Mage, and Derek hates it. Ray, are you doing the recap today? Again, like usual, as always?
Doing it again, like usual, always. So, we started last session. We had been successfully exploring all of Argynvostholt, and we had made it to one of the towers. Syraxis went up there first. Of course, he's looking for a dragon. On some ravens, he's not too happy about it. But Iris and Orden noticed that in the room is a beacon, and Iris seems to think, or maybe it was Ragnar, one of the Oakenbeards seems to think that lighting the beacon is what it means to bring light back to the Knights of Argynvost. So we looked around to see if we can find some kind of switch, because there's no way to get into it to light it necessarily. So we make our way downstairs. Sol and Oodles are with us again. Caraxus looks around a little bit to see what else he can find, to see if he can find any kind of switches. And he finds something strange on a pedestal. And when he lifts it looks like a circular object with the cloth over it. And when he picks it up to look at it, it's Orden's head. And that successfully spooks the party. Oodles ends up crying in the corner. Iris tries to stab at the thing, but ends up stabbing Caraxus instead. It ends up being just an illusion, which, thank goodness, but at the same time, Caraxus just got stabbed, so it wasn't the best revelation that we could have had. So we decide to look around a little bit more. Caraxus calls into one of the chimneys to see if he can find another dragon in there, still hoping that there's a dragon somewhere in this castle. And a dragon doesn't show up, but all the spiders from the first floor just rise up and start attacking us. So we managed to get rid of the spiders. It took a little bit longer because of some natural ones, some swords getting stuck in doors, and dragonborns being hit in the knees with battle axes, but we successfully managed to defeat them. With that taken care of, we start making our way downstairs. We distract the revenants that are in the chapel while Caraxus goes and looks around to see, while invisible, to see if there's anything there. Couldn't find anything. Iris and Orden happen to look outside though and see what looks like a mausoleum, and they investigate it. It seems like this is where the rest of the bones of Argynvostholt were kept, but the skull is of course missing. So with that, we decide to rejoin the party, and that's where we're going to be starting tonight.
Do you, though? Okie dokie. Yeah, since other Nathan isn't here, Syraxis is fucked off for the day. Does Iris and Orden, you're just gonna walk all the way around the castle and back to the front door?
We never did he show up? He showed up, right?
Who?
Remember he was invisible and he showed up in the room with us.
No, yeah.
Okay.
Syraxis was with you guys, but he fucked off now.
Okay, cool.
He's dead. He went to die.
Yeah, I imagine we're gonna go straight back to where the others are.
Yeah, especially knowing that there's like a revenant down here, then, you know, kind of wandering around the castle. I don't think we're gonna mess around over here.
I imagine the others poke their head in, see us standing in the Great Hall or the entry hall, and kind of we go shrug our shoulders and we all leave together and we get back on the road.
On the road again. I can't wait to get my first DMCA.
You finally got enough viewers to where it matters.
So yeah,
Shots fired.
You reconvene out on the steps to the entrance steps with the party. Now you can discuss what you're going to do.
Well, did he find anything?
We found the rest of the bones, but without the skull, that doesn't really help us much.
Very well. We need to find the skull. Well, we need to retrieve it.
Let's not deviate from what we've titled the session. Let's go see the Mage.
And I have not met this mage. Do you think that he may help us against Strahd?
Definitely. I've never seen someone with that strong of magic. He had an entire house and a whole bunch of waitstaff that were catering to his every need.
But he was a babbling idiot.
Well, yeah, but we can fix that part.
Can you?
Fingers crossed.
I think I might be of some help on fixing that.
If he is, as you say, so powerful, then more allies the better.
We might need to take a long rest so I can change my spells around, though. No, I have it ready. But I'm sure we'll rest between now and then. What time of
hope.
day is it?
I don't remember.
I think we got here first, right? I like how I keep asking these things like Derek knows.
Who's running this world?
What did we do before this? Where was we at?
We dropped off Irina, remember?
At the
At Ben Richten.
That's right.
Magic Tower.
Yeah, Van Richten's tower, yeah.
And we slept there, I'm guessing. So it's probably after lunchtime-ish?
Probably around there, yeah. That makes sense.
Is it second breakfast?
Second
No.
extended edition?
Second lunch?
So,
Yeah, so it's
how
probably
long will it take
afternoonish.
us to get to the Mad Mage's tower?
Well, but that's a long way away.
Where is the Mad Mage?
I will pull out the map and kind of just show him that it's above the lake.
Let us return to Valaki. We may rest there, perhaps.
Yeah, Valaki's here. You're
And
on
cross in the
Sarax's
morning.
token, and then the Mad Mage is somewhere up in the mountains of Baratok.
We used to have a marker up there until somebody deleted everything.
Oh yeah, we
I
don't have...
may.
It's not that far away, but still, if we're going through Valaki,
That's a long way.
I mean-
each thing is like is a quarter of a mile.
1 mile, 1, 2,
That's
3, 4 miles, 2 miles.
2 miles to get up there, basically, and then another 4-ish. Another mile there. About 4-ish miles to get to Valaki.
So 6 miles.
And then you have to get all the way around or somehow across.
this will also
so
be
like-
the first time we've been in Valaki, like, unmasked. So that's scary.
No, we got forgiven, didn't we?
They say we're forgiven, and it was Zone of Truth. They said that we're forgiven. I don't trust a single person in this entire world. Like, Ray the person.
To be fair, one person said we're forgiven.
That's true.
And
He seems to know
wasn't-
what he's talking about.
Isn't it the new Burgomaster, though?
Yeah.
No, that was...
Yeah.
It was...
It was the priest.
No, it was the guy at the winery.
Yeah, I think his name was Marnikov, right?
Yeah,
Oh, the innkeeper.
The
Yeah,
innkeeper.
yeah, the son.
Erwin.
No,
Like-
I thought.
But did you also talk to the? You also talked to the
Yeah.
the priest slash new Burgomaster.
No,
Yeah.
Oodles did.
Oodles
Oodles
talked.
did.
No, wait, no. He was looking for the Burgomeister slash priest. He got some random lady.
Yeah, I don't think anybody ever
I-
actually talked to him.
No, I'm sure he came and someone came and spoke to us and said that we're okay.
It was the
No,
innkeeper.
Yes.
It was Erwin, because Caraxus brought him from the inn.
And he did say it under Zone of Truth. Ray the person does not trust a single person in this module.
But just the party.
This
just
is
the
what happens
character.
when we go a month without playing.
We have to catch each other up.
I mean, him saying it under Zone of the Truth is...
Mhm.
The Oakenbeards are probably willing to give it a try, but they're
Oh.
definitely going to be wary, keep their eyes open. But
Well, let us return to Van Richten's tower. You can rest there.
because unless I was joking about the rest, I don't need a rest unless it's just part of the trip. But I mean, unless Ray's fine steed can get us a fish to get across the lake, then we're gonna have to find boats or go around or something.
There are boats. Wait. Can my fine steed do that?
No.
Can I pick a fish?
I'm just trying to help you be able to use it, right?
Thank you. I appreciate it. It doesn't say it has to be a horse. It just says it has to be a steed.
Whale.
I'll use
It's
that
a
one.
whale.
All right, so let's get a move on.
So where
Nope.
are you heading? Valaki?
I guess
Or-
Valaki to hopefully these boats down here.
Perhaps I can help with getting us across.
I thought
Okay.
your kind was allergic to water.
Dragons, no. Some prefer the water. Whites, greens, blacks are good swimmers.
But can you get every single person across the river?
Is Oodles with us?
I don't know, since he's not here.
He'll look at where Oodles is.
Mhm.
The empty space where Oodles is supposed to be.
Yeah, and remember him turning into a swan. I don't think I need to get him across. I can carry, and then he realizes that Caraxis isn't here. We could carry Caraxis, but and then he's just doing a head count of everybody else. Perhaps Sol herself can fly. The rest, I may be able to help with.
That's a hard no.
Soul does not know how to fly.
Then we will have to. Then we shall have to leave some across the bank.
Let's just go find out if the boats are there, or they used to be. And if a couple of us have to paddle across, we will.
As Iris sinks to the bottom of the lake trying. Glug, 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 glug.
Not if she's in a boat.
Oh, you have to swim. Okay, the travel to Valaki is relatively easy. You've become accustomed to the lands of Barovia as you've traveled back and forth numerous times across this country for sometimes very stupid reasons. But you get to Valaki real plain and simple, relatively easy. Are you just? It's probably so it's about 6 miles. It's probably around.
It's like
Not-
3 hours.
Yeah, it's like 3 hours. So it's probably 5, 6 in the afternoon ish, maybe. Are you gonna? Are you gonna just go straight through town, or are we gonna have some fun in Valaki? Where's Valaki?
Out of curiosity, do any of you guys have any empty bottles?
I do not.
No.
I don't believe so.
Well, I was hoping that if I had some empty bottles, I can grab some water from the lake and get us some holy water.
We are going through town. You could probably stop and get some.
I'll stop on the way back.
I'm sure they've got a store here. Or maybe you could ask the mage.
I'll stop on the way back and see if we can get anything. I'm sure we'll have to stop in town to rest.
A short rest for me to recover would be useful for us.
Meow.
Do we want to just take a short rest, or do we want to
Sleep the
go
night
ahead
at
and
the
sleep
inn.
in the night in the town?
My knee's still hurting from the Warhammer.
I do swing it pretty good, don't I? Let's have a rest in the town. Rise with the sun. Make our way to the Mad Mage.
It'd probably be smart. It's not a good idea to wander around here at night.
Who brought the cat?
I let him in.
Let us see the Martikovs then.
Okay. You come to the front of the tavern, the inn, the Blue Water Inn, which you have been here before. You're right. Thank you.
Did we have any trouble getting into the town?
Nope. You walked right on through. The guards let you pass.
Well, I guess things have calmed down a little bit since we were last here. Guess they're not doing armed checks anymore or anything like that.
They would have done the same
Well,
safety
yeah, but
precautions, but knowing now that you are known in the city, you're not to not be enemies. You're let through relatively easy.
Odin. Look, here is some water.
Yes, but I don't have anything to put it in, is the problem. The water itself is not the problem. It's more the thing to put it in. I don't have my water skin anymore either.
May I have a bottle of your wine?
There happen to be cattails around this water.
There is now. I'll go inside also.
Derek, it's your time to shine.
Bite me. I'll kill you. Rajin walks up to the bar there, and Danik approaches and says, welcome, young Dragonborn. I haven't believed we've met before. My name is Danica Martikov.
I am Raging Sora. I have not much came through here.
How may I be of service today? Would you like some ale, a plate of food, a room for the
I
night?
shall take two bottles of wine.
Ooh, high spender.
Are we just gonna pour the wine out once we get it?
Which wine fancies your taste? You got the purple grape smash and the red dragon ale? I don't remember.
Red Dragon Crush, I believe.
Purple Grape Smash number 9.
I shall pull out a pouch of electrum pieces. I do not know much about this electrum. What can I buy for it?
Electrum is cheaper than silver, right? Or is it?
No, it's above silver, below gold.
Okay. Let me look.
I think it's 5 silver pieces.
How much is a glass pint? On a Valaki. St. Andrew's Church, Blue Water Inn. A pint of the purple grape smash is 3 copper, and the red dragon wine is 1 silver. So how much would a bottle be?
Why don't we say 10 glasses?
Yeah. So
yeah,
it'd be
so 10 silver.
10 silver for 1 bottle of Red Dragon Crush.
I'll look back over my shoulder at the other 4. I shall take 5 bottles.
Whoa. All right, and she calls out to her sons from the back. Bring 5 bottles of the Red Dragon Crush. Stat, we have a VIP in the building tonight.
Howdy wants 2
That's
kegs
what-
of your finest ale.
I can bless a keg.
Right? That's 1 electrum, right?
Sure. I don't know how much electrum is consumed.
I know 5. 1 is 5.
Okay.
I'll come up beside him and put 2 pieces of gold on the table. And 2 rooms, please.
She would recognize you, Orden, as you walked up. Oh, young Master Orden. Good to see you back in Valaki under much better conditions and circumstances.
How have things been here lately? Has it been a little bit more calm? I know with the execution that happened, it must be, but how is the new Burgomeister?
What was his name again?
Lucian.
Father Lucian. He is running the town quite well. There's as far as the town's safety, it is much better off than before. We do have the occasional vampire spawn run in every now and then. The evil creatures are starting to get restless. Your presence around has definitely gotten around, and you're being searched for all over the country.
Do not fear. We shall soon put an end to his tyranny.
And then another younger boy would come out of from behind the doorway there, and he would have on a tray have the 5 bottles of wine, and he would bring it, set it down at the table, bow his head, and go back.
Ragris, are you not going to sit?
Ragris and Soul standing outside.
Right.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you all over Ray's cat.
I'm sorry.
Raging will uncork the bottles and give 1 to each. And
Can I like to imagine that he like puts his thumb into the cork and just pulls it out.
Uses a tuck.
Exactly, yes.
And just gives a bottle to each, and then starts drinking from the bottle.
Which one did you get? The grape smash or the red
Yep.
dragon?
The Red Dragon Crush.
Iris will try it. Ragnar will just push his away, looking a bit sullen.
I will notice that he's not drinking any, and I will turn to Danica. Excuse me, how much for an ale? Please move.
What was that?
How much for an ale?
You don't want the Red Dragon Crush?
No, I do. I'm saying in addition.
Oh. Currently they are, since the winery is back at full capacity, they're no longer serving just regular garbage ale. They're only serving their own. They're only serving the purple grape smash, the red dragon crush, and because I forgot to offer it, whatever the better one was.
We don't.
The
We didn't.
champagne to stomp.
Yeah.
Also, we don't
champagne
have
twist.
that one. We don't have that one available yet because we haven't gotten the third gem.
You haven't?
No, remember, Urston took it.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, I forgot you haven't returned.
Ray, if Derek wants to give us the third gem, let him give us the third gem.
Get fucked. Same team.
So, do they have the ale in that
No.
case? Oh,
Yes.
Wait,
They'll
they
have your
do?
ale. They'll have your
Okay.
shitty ale for
Okay.
a copper piece.
okay. I will buy one for Ragnar.
He takes it with the biggest smile on his face and just downs it as quickly as possible.
And then he looks at all the other people's. Why'd they get a whole bottle?
I mean, he did try to get her to give us a keg on Raisin's tab, but I guess it didn't work. Iris sips hers, but kind of like you can tell that it's not that she doesn't like it, but it's kind of, I guess,
It is
kind of
too strong
average
for
to
you.
her. It's middle of the road. She's
It
just
is
kind
too
of
strong
sipping
for
it.
you. I understand, Iris and Ragnar. I understand. It is too strong for you.
I don't think you've ever tried dwarven spirits, dearie.
No, I
You might-
understand.
Might
that
want
it
to
is
keep
too
your
strong
trap
for you.
shut.
Do not force it.
You might
not
be
force
taking a spear to the knee next time,
I do
dearie.
not want to be carrying you. You are very dense.
It sounds like that skull of yours might be quite dense.
I'm just stating the obvious observation here. You cannot handle the wine. It is too strong. Do not
Man.
drink it.
Drunk Ray Shin is a character.
I don't like drunk Raisin.
Ragnar slides his empty mug of ale, like flips it up on the table down because it's already empty, and Iris just tips up the bottle of wine and it's just guzzling it.
Before you start doing that, I will absolutely turn to Iris and Soul. Do you guys want to see who can finish it first?
She's already done.
Ah, darn it. Well, seeing that I'm behind, I will just chug mine.
Danica looks over, not like concerned, but definitely is eyeing you guys up. Finished already? Are you? Would you like some fine wolf steak to help soak up some of that some of those spirits, along with another round maybe?
How much for wolf steaks for the whole table?
Wolf steaks are 1 Illyrium each, so they're expensive, but they're good. They're good wolf steaks.
How much is that in gold?
0.5.
So it's 1 apiece.
1 electrum, yeah.
So for 5, that'd be
2.5.
2.5. I'll give her 3, and I'll say, get some for the whole table, please.
Ragnar says, "When were these wolves killed? These aren't the ones from the festival like a week ago, were they?"
Hey, you've never had. We can preserve our shit. Maybe.
Then that'd be jerky, not steak.
Hey, she goes back over to the door. Bray, bring 5 wolf steaks for the same table. And a couple minutes would pass, and the young boy would come walking out with a tray and bring over the wolf steaks, set them down, and please enjoy, and would walk away.
Raisin, how do other dragonborns prepare their steak?
Usually rare.
That's weird. I like mine as well done as they can come. And he's going to absolutely just like, absolutely a little drunk and showing off. He's just going to burn his steak with his fire breath.
Are you using your fire breath?
Yeah.
You set the inn on fire.
No, I know how to use it.
More like a dragon snort or something.
Yeah, exactly.
He plugs one nostril.
Yes.
I thought dragonborns like their steaks alive.
Well, black dragons like to pickle theirs.
Their steaks?
Yes,
I mean,
all of their meat.
I like to pick my food too.
Copper dragons also. It is to do with their acid breath.
How is Soul handling her liquor over there, sitting at her own table?
Pretty fine.
Is she just like stone faced sober while we're over here just all drunk except Ragnar?
Yeah, it doesn't have too much effect. She's just hanging out, just watching the show.
So how do elves eat their steak?
They don't.
Vegans.
No, they're not. They're not that pitiful.
So who's paying for the rooms?
I already paid for the rooms, Iris.
How many beds are there?
There are 2 beds in each room. So 4.
How many? You only got 2 rooms?
Well, there's only 2 rooms, isn't there?
Did you ask?
Okay, Derek, how many rooms are there?
There's a couple.
Can I get another room then?
Let me see. Yeah, you can get one of the rooms. It has itself as a 4-bedroom room. It doesn't have much space other than beds, and then you can get another room with 2. So you could, with your 2 rooms, get 6 beds.
Yeah, there we go. See, we're fine.
Iris, having finished her steak and her bottle of wine, will stand up and, with the utmost grace, walk to the stairs and up to a room.
Danica, as you get up, would call out, "All right, young ones, feel free. Make yourselves at home. Your 2 rooms are all set and ready for you upstairs, but feel free to look around and get to know the place a little. You've more than earned it."
I'm gonna go around and collect everyone's empty wine bottles and then go outside and start trying to fill them up with water. And with my arms full of like empty wine that's now filled with water, and also being a little drunk, just kind of stumble back inside, sloshing water everywhere.
Raging gets up and teeters a bit, almost tripping over the chair, but manages to catch the back of the chair to steady himself, and he breathes for a little bit before stepping outside to go and relieve himself.
Could have asked for the bathroom. That's not the bathroom!
Is that the stables?
That's just a shed!
It's the shit shed.
Iris, she goes upstairs, starts to go upstairs. and you would be right up there, and you're going around, moving down the hallway.
I'm gonna
And
head.
I don't know if anybody cared or noticed, but Iris did not appear at all to be drunk as she got up and left the table.
Nice.
I'm gonna roll to see if I notice that. Probably, but not thinking much about it.
That last D20 that I rolled was an 18 for a performance check, so
Nice. Okay. So what is Iris doing up here?
going to the room.
Oh, I telling you this now, but so we'll practically be retconning. The entrance to the guest rooms is from the outside staircase.
Oh,
Well, I don't think Iris would know that, so maybe she
No,
just
that's
goes.
why I'm retconning it, and like you would have been told the guest rooms are. You get to the guest rooms from the outside staircase.
Would she have said that before Iris went upstairs?
Yeah, I would have. Danica would have definitely divulged that information to you before you went upstairs.
Dang it, Derek.
Hey, bite me.
Is it still these? Okay. I was hoping to just barge into these rooms and find out what they were.
She said you can look around, but your rooms would be those two rooms right there. Why, there we go.
I think Ragnar's gonna go upstairs and look at those rooms then. Since we tried to search this inn before, and now they're letting us.
Mm-hmm. How are you going about searching the rooms? Are you just opening doors willy-nilly? You knocking, barging in, busting them down?
Yeah, he'll knock.
Okay.
Well, hang on. Let me see how he handles his mead. Yeah, he'll knock.
You would knock on this room. You wouldn't hear any. Actually, where the fuck is Erwin? I gotta get. You made me delete his character or his token, so I don't have him on here anymore. There we go.
Who's this one over here, Derek? On the first floor.
Which token? Oh, that's a horse token. The only token in the named NPCs is Davian. Oh my god. Oh. Let me see. Nope, that's gonna undo everything. God damn it, that's not gonna work. Quick! Pinging! What are you pinging?
There appears to be another token there.
There is, but it's not Erwin. Oh well. For now, I'm going to use a random token.
I'll tell you what, Derek, if you give me 2 seconds.
just use a horse.
I've got a token ready. You'd knock on the door.
You can just tell me he's
Ragnar.
in there and I'll believe you.
That's what we're going to be doing. Shut your damn face. You knock on the door and you would hear on the other side, come in.
I guess I go in then.
And The acolyte
Oh,
token is
God.
actually Irwin. It was just the first one on the list. P. Matching end tables flank a large wood-framed bed with a red silk canopy. Across from the bed hangs a tapestry depicting a beautiful mountain valley. The other walls are dominated by a fireplace and a wardrobe. And Irwin would be sitting on the edge of the bed there. What's with the tavern music all of a sudden?
Romantic guitar music.
Oh,
Fire's lit.
Oh, he's on the bed.
He's sitting on the edge of the bed as you open the door. Ah, young Ragnar. It's good to see you. They see you well and alive and well.
I'm alive. That I am. Not sure about the other part just yet.
Can I do this? I don't know how to make it into a token on Roll20.
You just save it onto your laptop, and then just drag it onto the screen.
Save image. Let's try this. Oh, Jude! He is now a giant.
I am Damien Martikov.
It's Irwin.
I am he's so big, no name.
Okay, yes, there we go.
I'm not trying to barge in on you, but is that his wife downstairs?
Yes.
Your wife just told us that we could look around and just kind of having a stroll in the inn here.
Ah, yes. The floor you're on now is our. I don't want to say. Don't take this the wrong way. You're not barging in, but this is our private quarters. This here is the master bedroom for me and my wife. In the one of the rooms down the hall is the room for our two sons. And what's the other one? And then the other room down at the other end is the room where, when he's in town, Rictavio spends the night.
So you're probably not hiding anything then? And Ragnar kind of laughs, but I want to insight his reaction just to make sure he's not actually hiding anything in the inn.
Go ahead and make an insight check.
Oh, wow. It's a 5.
Nice. You can't tell if he's telling the truth or lying, but to you, he's telling the truth.
Ragnar just laughs at his own joke and kind of glances over at the lit fireplace and the candles lit on the nightstands and the half-made bed. I'll let you get back to whatever you were doing and go back downstairs.
He's just gonna chuckle and as you walk out the door, because he wasn't doing anything special. He was having alone time with himself.
I bet he was.
And then Ragnar, you're back downstairs now.
He just puts a scroll under his bed.
Where'd Ray-Jin go?
He's still in the shed.
Oh, that's right. He's still in the shed. Okay.
So Ragnar's gonna find his way to the rooms. I know it's not that late, but as we're kind of, we don't know what this is. Ragnar's
What
gonna knock on this door because I don't think he knows what rooms we're in.
You would see Orden as. Oh no, never mind. Orden went inside into one of the rooms. This room is empty and is currently locked. But you don't hear anything, and if you jiggle the handle, it is currently locked.
Ragnar will come knock on this door.
And you also don't hear anything. But if you open it, you would see that it is currently empty. Like the beds are made. If you would have handed some personal things to the Mardikovs downstairs, they would have brought it up and put it in one of the rooms here. So it might have like your backpacks and knapsacks, stuff like that.
Is anyone in this place?
You will hear, if you stop and are listening, you will hear Orden probably too loud praying over these bottles of water that he has as he's casting the ceremony. Wait, I don't even have ceremony. Never mind. I forgot to prepare it. I'll do that some other time. Okay, he's doing a real bad job blessing this water. It's like he doesn't even have the spell.
I think
Ray,
you're so,
you have wasted.
We don't need components.
No,
We
I'll
don't
do
need
it some other
components,
time.
do
It's
we?
fine.
We don't need components, do we?
Well, I don't have it prepared is the thing. Unless Derek wanted to like give me that and let me have it prepared.
No, you gotta play by the rules.
Okay.
But do you need components for when you do have this pill? I think's what Kevin's asking.
Well, I'd imagine that I'd need something to put the water into. Like, yes, we can make things happen, but what am I going to do if water just appears and is blessed? Like, how are we going to bring that with us?
You need powdered silver. You need 25 gold pieces worth of powdered silver.
Derek, we have never played by the components rule before.
You still have to pay for it. I would assume you'd go to a shop to buy some at some point, but you still have to pay for your components.
Wait, we never use components. That's what I'm saying.
I said at the beginning, if it has components, you can just pay for it.
No, you didn't. You said we're not doing components.
Oh, bite me.
So we're hanging out at this inn for no reason because Ray needed some bottles.
Yeah.
Ragnar's gonna come lay down and put a pillow over his ears while Orden attempts to cast the spell that he doesn't have.
I have it. It's just not prepared.
So, what is Soul doing right now?
Trying to fix her Wi-Fi.
Oh, nice.
So she's sitting right where she's sitting, quiet, not moving, not doing anything, frozen due to 200 ping.
Nice. So, Saul's going to bed.
We've got this separate room and Soul's the only one using it.
Honestly, she'd be okay with that.
Oh, no, he's in the room with you. Okay. Soul gets to her own room.
I think Raging comes stumbling in a bit, holding onto the wall. I saw that it said Dragon Crush. And then he just leaves it at that and just lies down on bed.
Yeah, you didn't take to it too well, did you, dearie?
Orden is absolutely just cackling when he says that.
Snore. Snore.
Hey, Raging.
Lightning breath.
Raging, wake up. She's saying something funny. And I'll just kind of slap him on the side.
Galax says, no, leave the goose, no.
Boy, hope we can actually get some sleep in this place. Those two don't handle their wine very well.
Well, you didn't either. Well, you wouldn't have either if you were drinking wine. You weren't. You were drinking cheap stuff.
Ragnar just gives you this look of disgust, turns the other direction, and covers his head back up.
You all wake up in the morning, well rested. If you can prepare your new spell.
Okay. Before we get going, I'm gonna spend 2 hours making of holy water.
Okay.
I imagine it's 2 hours of taking aspirin and drinking coffee.
Yeah.
You could have had the spell prepared so you regain a spell slot, but no, you have to use the spell slot instantly after waking up.
Was there another way I could have done that?
No.
Oh, yeah, that's what I thought, Derek. Shut up.
It's just funny and I like it.
Okay, the thing with ceremony is it's never useful except for the one time I need it.
Okay. So it's now morning. Ray is gonna stay upstairs to prepare his holy water. Warden is. What does the group want to do during the morning? She go bed.
Iris and Ragnar will go down and have breakfast, prepping and getting ready for the journey.
Soul fixed her internet.
Yay!
Yay! Tyler is forced to miss out on fun drunken shenanigans.
Yeah.
How does Rajin enter the inn in the morning, like the main building? Is he like holding his head with a horrible hangover, or?
Raging is squinting. Like he's trying to block out as much light as possible. And he's quiet, but you can just hear him. Just like this constant low growl coming from him. And he goes and sits right in the corner over here.
Hey, Ragin, would you like some breakfast?
Yes. Wolf sausage, if they have it.
I should have known.
She would go in, prepare your food, bring it out to you, set it on the table, and whisper in your ear. I hope you had a good night there, young one. Yeah, it definitely looks like you've seen better days. I really hope you didn't make a mess upstairs that I am going to have to clean up.
No, I promise you I did not make a mess upstairs.
And she would look over to Iris and Ragnar at the bar, asking for look with a look of wanting confirmation.
Nothing happened upstairs. Though there
Good.
is a foul stench coming from outside. Don't know if you know that. They might have a leak or something somewhere.
Huh? Where at?
Over by that building that you pass by when you come down the stairs.
I'll have Erwin look into it at some point today.
Just be careful.
And
A few
then she
few
would
things
walk
that we
back
fought.
around.
Few things that we fought here in Barovia kind of smelled like that. You don't want it to come alive and come after you.
and she would offer you guys breakfast in the morning as well. All of you.
Oh, Iris and Ragnar had already come down for breakfast, so they're probably eating before Rajin and Orden. Sol may be the only person that either came down with them or beat them down or whatever.
Yeah, Danica would walk over to Sol, stand next to her, and oh, I haven't met you yet. What would your name be?
Sol was here with us.
Yeah, she'd look at you and say, "Well, you should remember me, so you're dumb for that. But can you give me some water?"
Well, I meant from last night, obviously. So yeah, but she never got your name.
She said, "Can you get me some water?"
Oh yeah, of course. So she would walk over to the tap of water, the sink, get some nice fresh water, walk it back over to you. Here you go, young one. Uh, have a good morning. Would you like some breakfast?
No, that's all. Have a good day.
Would you like some grass, you dirty cow?
No, that's it.
And she would come back over to Iris and Ragnar. So, what brings you back into town?
Well, our friend Orden, you know, the rather drunk, the other dragonborn that was rather drunk, he says that there's a mage or something up across the lake up there. That's where we're heading. It just seemed to be a pleasant place to stop and get some sleep before we head up there.
She would say, oh, that old myth and legend again. Who told you all about this?
You heard me, sister. The dragon said it, but I've seen him too.
But those were just old folk tales of that from those that people have seen from across the lake, old mirages and whatnot. There's nobody could survive up on that mountain for very long.
Well, unlike the stories, it's not a lady that likes to drown children. That's just an old man that's kind of forgotten who he was. And my sister here thinks that she might be able to help him.
Sounds like a a mighty quest. Good luck with that. I hope you whatever you seek, it comes your way. Whatever knowledge or whatever power you're looking to gain from up in that mountain.
Very much appreciate that. This breakfast and getting a good night's sleep last night will help us a lot.
Very well. And she would start preparing the day, preparing the bar and stuff for the day to come. She'd turn her back, check the kegs, make sure the 3 kegs are filled and all that good stuff.
Now, we were supposed to leave at first light, and Ragnar's kind of turned the chair facing like the rest of the lobby here. But 2 of us had to go drink whole bottles of wine and not be able to hold their liquor very well. So we're already late getting started.
And then you would see Orden is still would not come down from upstairs, so you don't know what he's doing either.
I'll go check on Orden, find out he's alright, find out when he'll be ready to leave.
Hey, Derek, about how long has it been since I woke up?
It's probably been probably around an hour now at this point.
Damn it. All right, I'll just save one of those. I'll do that later.
You're perfectly fine if you want to finish, but Iris is going to come check on you, at least.
So you would probably come into the room right when Ornan has just finished his spell. And he just kind of looks up and smiles at you and says, "Look, I got a whole bottle. I kind of hate that it takes that long, but it's what we got to do. Is everyone else ready to go?"
You've got another bottle of wine?
No, I've got another bottle of holy water, and I'm going to hand it to her. And it's almost glowing a little bit, and it smells like flowers.
That's nice, dearie. That should come in handy with some of the things that we faced. But
sorry.
my brother's itching to leave, as we are a few hours behind when we said we would leave. Are we ready to head that way?
Absolutely. And he's going to pack up the other bottles, kind of cork them closed, and put them in his bag. And
Let's
then
be off then. Alright, everyone else ready to go? Are we nursing the hangovers a bit more?
No, I am prepared to leave.
Ragnar.
Does Rajin have a level of exhaustion?
It's only one bottle of wine, Derek.
Yeah, I know.
Do I dare see if I could use my lay on hands to remove his hangover effects? Would that count as a disease or multiple poisons?
I would consider alcoholism or being intoxicated a poison.
Okay, so Orden will just walk over and touch Rajin on the forehead, and he just feels this cooling sensation just going through his head, and the effects of his hangover just kind of vanish.
That is most cleansing, Odin.
And that would take 5 HP from your lay on hands pool.
Oh yeah, I got it. Soul, how are you feeling?
Pretty content.
I don't remember how much you drank last night. Do you need some help too?
No. Drink just as much as everybody else. Doesn't really affect me. I can kind of and then she's gonna do the Johnny Depp from Pirates of the Caribbean like hand motion thing. Or what Orlando Bloom does to make fun of how Johnny Depp acts. She's gonna do that. She'd be like, just make everything go away. So she's fine.
Let us be off then.
The two big ones are the only ones that couldn't hold their liquor. As Iris steps out of the front door. It's a dangerous business going out your front door.
And everybody is back to the... Valaki go. There it is. And you're gonna head out up to Lake Zarovic, right?
Yes.
Okay. Barovia, the map.
Raging has left a gold piece on the table.
Awesome. How very considerate.
Iris and Ragnar, Iris left 2 gold pieces on the bar to pay for the breakfast. I noted that on my sheet, but forgot to say anything about it.
It's all
We
good.
just brought it up whenever Kevin decided to do it, just like as a one-up. You left one,
I mean,
yeah, well, I left two.
Ra-
In Orden,
Raging-
we're left 3.
Raging had a reason for leaving the gold piece.
Yeah, because you left a brown piece.
I don't know, with the way he
It
was
probably
feeling, that was
bright
probably
red,
green.
actually. No, I have definitely drank too much red wine once, and what came back out was definitely red.
I like to imagine that they go out and there's just this big burn mark, like where lightning just hit it.
Okay, so you travel up to Lake Zaravik in the morning. You come to the little area there, and the boats that were there from the guy that was trying to drown that little girl are no longer there. They have been taken away.
Are there any boats at all?
No.
So I'm going to
Very
turn
well.
to the rest of the group and I will point along the base or the bank. See, when Ragnar and I were here last, we just went along the bank and we were able to find our way across. We could do that, but it'll take a little bit longer. But honestly, it'd probably be safer than Rajin trying to carry everyone across.
I could not carry everyone, but I have an ability that may help 3 of you, as well as myself. One of us shall have to stay.
One of you would have to stay.
Does anyone else have a good way to get across?
Derek, can I summon a fish?
Stop with your stupid fish.
I was thinking more of like fall from the sky or something like that.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
If we can't all go together, then we should probably not split up. If Raging can't take us all, then it might be better for us to make our way around.
Okay.
So let's go around, I guess.
You slowly make your way around. It probably takes, well, let's see, how far away is it? Not there. There.
This isn't on roads though, Derek, so probably
Yeah,
be a bit
it'll be
slower.
3 miles. Probably like another 6-ish, 6-7 miles to get all the way around. So would take a few hours.
Yeah, probably like 4 hours.
Yes, yeah, especially since you have to cross a couple streams or rivers to get up to the mountain.
Yeah. If one of us had just stayed, we could have been here in 10 minutes.
Knowing our luck, if one of us stayed, they would have gotten captured.
Thought I was going to say dead, but saying captured sounds a bit better.
And you guys would get only Ragnar and Orden were here previously, correct?
I think so.
So yes, you would get North of the mountain lake, the trees begin their steady climb up the slopes of Mount Baratok, its monolithic presence oppressive at this distance. The ground here is rocky, uneven, and tiring to navigate. Even the wolves avoid this neck of the woods. Soon you climb above the blanket of fog that engulfs the valley. Dark thunderclouds roll over. You and yeah, so you get back to the point where you originally saw found the Mad Mage.
So, do we see anything, or just like the area?
Where you found him before, he was he had shapeshifted into a large elk, and was about to attack you when you talked good. This time you don't see any animal life. The area is very quiet.
Can I find where we saw the door? Would that be possible?
I guess
Or
it
kind of
would
the same
probably
area?
be a nature/investigation check to find your way around again.
Can I
No.
find it with a 5?
No.
Okay. So Ragnar just picks like a random spot and just like swings his hand like he's knocking on a door because he thinks that it kind of looks familiar to him. And I guess nothing happens. And he's gonna look over at Orden. Oh, that was my idea. Have you got any?
Well, there aren't very many wildlife around here. Maybe if we just like yell for him. Did we ever catch his name?
He didn't remember his name at the
Oh,
time.
that's true. And Orden's just gonna cup his hands. Is there anybody out there? Mage who we didn't catch the name of. Are you there?
Hey, yo, Adrian.
Mage! Mage, where are you, Mage?
It's like you would hear in a very chilling, dark, chilling voice, "Who enters my domain?" And you would look around and look behind you, and a magical door just appears out of thin
We
air,
lost the GM.
and he walks through this magical door, and it closes behind him. And
Kevin, can you
Yes?
hear me?
Yes.
But you can't hear Derek?
can you guys can hear
No.
me, right?
Yeah.
We can hear you, but we're having that problem again.
Derek is not on the screen.
You might want to
You might have
disconnect
to
real fast.
back out and come back in or refresh because we can hear him
He's back
and
I can see him now.
Okay. Say
can
something,
you hear
Derek.
him now.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, good.
Okay. But yes, I said behind you, the party where the direction you're looking. So behind you, you would hear, "Who enters my domain?" As this large gentleman just comes through a dimension door, and is now behind you.
I'm sorry, y'all. Ray's cat's cracking me up.
Is it the same guy that we saw before?
Yes.
Okay. I will just wave. Hello, we were here before. Me and this small dwarf here. I don't know if you remember us.
Who are you calling small?
This regular-sized dwarf here.
He would look at you, Orden. I have no knowledge of you. I repeat, who enters my domain? What business do you have here in these woods?
I have not
believe
met you, wizard,
We're
but
both
we
okay.
are enemies of the ruler of this land.
He would turn to Ration. That man, everything is an enemy to him. He he is the definition of evil.
And we shall vanquish him soon. However, it is told that your memories and your mind is broken. My companion here thinks that she can fix it for you.
Your knowledge of me is concerning. You are correct. I do not know who I am or what I have done in the past. All I know is I I have the strength that mere mortals can only dream of having.
My
What I am here
companions,
for, I do not know.
my companions here, as they have said, have been greeted by you once before, and have been within your magical home. And
is there any
Raging will sort
details?
of, Raging will look at the Ragnar and Odin. Tell him what you have seen. Describe it as proof.
Yeah, is there any details that Ragnar would remember that stood out about the inside of the place that he could share to show that we had been in there?
Uh,
He just starts like describing the upholstery, and he's like, "Oh, you got it."
it doesn't really. I can't remember exactly how I described the mansion because it doesn't really describe it. But you could try.
Well, I mean, it hasn't been that long, so Ragnar would. I mean, it's been a long time out of game, but it hasn't been
Probably
that
been
long in game.
like a week or so.
You have
Maybe.
died since then.
I mean, that's true. So Ragnar would try his best to kind of describe what he remembers seeing.
Insight's wisdom, right?
Yeah.
It's a 9 on an intelligence check.
Oh, he don't believe you at all.
Okay, I'm
he's gonna have some like anger in his voice. you're you're his spies. You've come. You must have come to finish the job and to kill me. I will not go quietly. As he
um,
kind of raises his hands towards you.
I'm gonna jump in and say, no, there were these servants that you had, and I'll describe what they looked like. And we tried talking to them, but they said they didn't know anything about you. They didn't even know your name.
Roll persuasion.
Hold on one second. No.
The cam and the computer is about to go down.
Okay, can I possibly? I don't think that'll do it. Hold on. This is important. Okay, I'm gonna use my inspiration, plus I'm going to use my channel divinity to get a +5. Okay, does a 16 work?
Yes. He would lower his hands a little bit. Your words. You have you make a better point than your foolish young dwarf friend here. So be it. Why have you come to these mountains? What do you want from me?
Well, there's something that we need from Castle Ravenloft. We've been in once, but we know that security is going to be even worse now that we've escaped. And you're clearly a very powerful mage. We thought maybe you could help us get inside without being detected. And maybe help us defeat Strahd when the time comes.
Yes, I am very powerful, but I do not believe that I have what you seek. My magic can only go so far. What what do you think? How can I help you when I don't even know who I am?
I'm going to look to Iris.
I can't make any promises, dearie, but I think I might be able to help you. That is, if you're willing. If you want to be stuck like this forever, then I don't have to try. But I believe I have the powers to help you now. And if you'd like me to, I can try them.
He would back up a little. How do I know this isn't a trick?
What spell, Iris, is it that you are going to attempt?
I'm going to attempt to greatly restore him.
Do you know of such spell, wizard?
Uh, I do not. It must have slipped my mind back in wizarding school, back in Hogwarts. I must have skipped that class.
You tell me what you'd like me or us to do to prove our worthiness to you, and we'll do it. Being as long as it's not against our honor or hurting each other or nothing like that.
He needs a wedding dress.
Well, we know where to get that from now.
um. My God, I can't roll. I am not rolling higher than a 10.
I refreshed my roll 20.
I refreshed mine too. Give me 1 second. Okay. I'm back on the map. He would say, I I will let you try this spell of yours, but I'm warning you, one small step out of place, one mishap, and you will regret it. Your friends will stay over there by themselves during this whole thing, and they will not move.
So, as he's talking, Iris is just gonna reach forward and like touch his forearm or something. and cast Greater Restoration. Like, as the friends are backing up, just kind of reach up and touch his arm as she's speaking Dwarven and making Naruto hand signs.
She's making Naruto hand signs. Nice.
She's been hanging out with Raging for too long.
Some spells have like a
Is that a JoJo's reference?
hand sign like component, but no one ever does it. I mean, I don't imagine they're just flopping their hands around, so
And you would see, like, if there was a haziness in his eyes, it clears up. His posture straightens, and he looks at down at his hands, and he just has this realization of that it obviously has worked. What? Where am I? How did I get here?
Iris kind of lets her hand drop, lets out a long breath as if, she's expended some energy. And we've only just met, but a few of my friends have met you before. Maybe they can better explain. She'll kind of step back, kind of with her head down, and kind of glance over to Orden and Ragnar and where they're standing, and kind of lower her head back down and just kind of step out of the way.
Do you remember us now? We've been to see you once before.
No, I still have no knowledge of you. It's slowly coming back to me. I remember a confrontation with the vampire. I remember retreating into these woods. I remember being hurled over Sarah Falls and losing my my wand in my book. I remember it all. I remember casting the mind blank spell on myself, so I would forget everything that happened and forget my failures.
Do you remember your name?
And he would look and do the golem thing. My name? My name? My name is Mordenkainen. Or, yeah, something like that.
You wrote that Tome of Foes.
He made a magnificent mansion too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't know what that means.
My name is Mordenkainen. I am an archmage of Orth. I don't know how to pronounce Oetrth. Orth. I am the leader of the Circle of Eight.
So there's 7 more of you?
Some impressive titles and feats.
I know Raging likes some weird things, but I didn't know he liked feats.
I wanted to say it, but I didn't.
Raging looks down at his feet, not getting what you said.
Region logs on to OnlyFans. Those are some impressive feats. I will hold out my hand. My name's Orden Dexoutskin. I'm from the Sword Coast. I don't really know the Circle of Eight, but it's lovely to meet you.
We are a legendary order of adventurers of great and powerful
Magi.
Yeah, Magi. I was gonna say more like feats and stuff like that, but yeah, Magi will work.
Derek, stop thinking about feet. We got to do stuff.
It's because on his separate screen now,
He's on feetfinder.org.
Hashtag not a sponsor.
Not yet.
Ragnar's gonna ask again. So there's 7 more of you?
Yes, there are, but none in this domain. I am the only one that came to try to vanquish this monster.
So does that mean you'll be helping us on our quest?
He kind of squints his eyes a little. Come with me. We can discuss more in secret. And he turns around, opens his magical door and into his extra dimensional lair.
Come with
Follow
me,
me.
and you'll see
You'll
a
see.
magnificent mansion.
Mordenkainen's magnificent mansion.
Now on DVD and Blu-ray.
Only from Dosney.
they sold in flat pack in IKEA.
So I guess we all go in the mansion.
I'm going in.
What's it look like, Derek?
Yeah, explain.
Bite me.
Paint a picture, Derek.
It's like it's this very, very, very nice. It is the best of mansions.
It's completely different from the first time we were here because now he remembers everything.
Yeah.
I don't remember jack shit.
No,
I was talking about the character, Derek.
Still don't remember jack shit.
We walk in and there's like 7 maids and they all like bow and say, "Welcome home, master."
Yes, well, there are the
They're like the
servant,
things from Spy Kids,
butlers
but they're
and whatnot.
giant feet instead of thumbs.
He leads you into the great hall where there's a feast prepared, as there's always a feast prepared for some reason, for you guys, and he offers you to sit and have a meal. There's as much wine and ale that you can drink.
They're having
yeah,
water.
Round 2.
And he goes, "Come, sit."
Well, this is a lot
Raging
better than the
will,
last time we were at a
sit.
dinner.
I think this is better than last time we were here, too.
How so?
I seem to remember you treated us with kindness, but you didn't remember anything, so it seems like it was just a little bit odd.
I understand. So, what exactly do you ask of me? What what do you wish? How do you wish of me to help you in vanquishing the evil that rules over this land?
Soon we shall return to his castle to destroy him. Will you aid us in coming?
He looks at you wide-eyed. Return? You mean you've been there before? You escaped
Yes.
with your lives?
Yes.
Count yourselves lucky. Not many can say they have been inside of Ravenloft and have lived to tell the tale.
That's actually why we're here. We need to get back inside. We're not quite ready to fight him just yet, but there is something we need to retrieve from in there.
We found also in one of his towers a crystal heart. We destroyed it before leaving.
That's astounding. Oops, trying to fix my lighting. And he would look down at himself, look down at his hands. I wish I could be of some help. I still have strength of more than normal beings, but with my magic book and my wand missing, I cannot even wish to be of any use against him. I would only be a hindrance.
Well, we've got to kill some time while we wait for the rest of our people to be here, so I think we can take on a side quest.
Maybe a few.
And he
There's
would
something on your camera.
Oh, hold on. Did I get it?
Yeah, it looks like it's moved forward a little bit.
Okay, good.
he would start going. No. You have done enough for me in returning my memories and my mind to its former self. I cannot ask you to help me find my lost belongings. Who knows? They might have washed out away from this domain, lost forever.
Have we picked up any spell books along the way? Odin Ragnar.
No, I don't remember finding anything like that.
Was there none in
I
the
think we
Death
found
House?
one.
We found scrolls in the death house.
I think we found a spell book somewhere.
The
It's
only
almost, this would be really helpful if somebody would have made a Google Doc or something where people could put the treasure that we found.
yeah, that would be really helpful.
Why didn't you?
I did. Nobody
Oh.
used it.
Can you not can you not see it lit up in his glasses, Derek?
Now I gotta find it.
I am like 90% sure we haven't found anything like that. Also, what would it be doing in the death house?
It's like I kind of remember a spell book that you found. Soul might have it. I don't know. Do you have a spell book, Tyler, of any kind?
Or
I have 2 books, and luckily for me, I wrote in spell book, and then I have
You
guest
became
book
a
with
robot?
bad handwriting.
He's got a spell book. I heard spell book.
like, did you get the Burgomaster's Sons one at all?
No. We tried going
No.
up there, but we couldn't get up there.
Yeah.
Somebody had a wand from somewhere. Somebody had a wand from. Where'd it come from?
Oh, I'm pretty sure Larenthar had a wand. Did we loot his body?
We
It
didn't
was
find his
that
body.
vampiric wand, wasn't it? I've got spell book in our treasure list, but I don't have down who had it. This was back when we had Korast, Ragnar, Larenthar, Erston, and all that. But we did have a spell book.
If Urson was there, then that means it would be before Valaki. So it'd probably be from. Where did we get that? We didn't explore very much.
I think it's in you get one out of the Death House.
I think that's where it came
Oh, that's
from
probably-
because that's a bunch of what I have on the treasure list here was from the Death House.
Well, if you don't have your wand and you don't have your book, is there any? What spells can you still cast? Can you cast any of them?
Most of the spells that I can cast right now are more situational spells. One's to retreat, one's to teleport or fly.
Teleporting could help.
The one thing that I can do for you is, and he would start doing a magic spell. Give me just a second, because I, for some reason, of course, did not bring it up on what it actually is. Okay. And he would start casting a charm on all of you, as long as you're willing.
Hell yeah.
He imbues all of you with bravery until the spell ends. The party is immune to being frightened, and you gain temporary hit points equal to your spellcasting ability modifier. So what is his spellcasting ability modifier? Be a +6. So you would get 6 temporary hit points at the start of... Okay. Yep, let me read the spell right. Until the spell ends, the creature is immune to being frightened and gains temporary hit points equal to your spellcasting ability modifier at the start of each of its turns. So every turn, you get 6 temporary hit points.
How long does the spell last?
1 minute.
But
I don't know if that's true
But
or not.
why?
I'm just guessing.
it's supposed to last longer. Let me see.
Hero's Feast is the one that's really good.
Kevin, do you know what if that spell book in the Death House is anything special? I can't find it online. Of course, I don't have the module, but
I've got the module over here. Do you want me to look at it?
Charm of Heroism takes the form of a potion of heroism. I was just looking at the spell heroism. For 1 hour, you gain 10 temporary hit points that last for that hour, and I'm going to say it'll last for...
That's not going to do us any good.
Yeah, we'll walk out of here.
I'll say it lasts for 2 days.
Cool. Okay, so we get +10 hit points?
Yes.
Cool.
And for the same duration, you are under the effect of the Bless spell, which adds a d4 to all attack throws and saving throws.
Heck yeah. But he doesn't... I just asked if he had anything that could teleport us, and he just put that spell on us.
That's just for himself.
Ooh.
He can teleport.
Oh. Does he convey that to us?
Yes.
If we tell you where to teleport to, could you possibly grab the item that we're looking for?
I ain't going back in there. That's suicide.
Not if you teleport right back out.
We made it out. If we can make it out with our small skill, surely one of the legendary Council of 11 can do it.
He would look. I can only teleport to places I can see, as in a misty step.
Do you have anything that could maybe give us flight or make it easier for us to sneak in?
I am sorry. I do not. Not without my full powers. Without them, I am more of something like a level 5.
Oh, you're better than our barbarian then. I'm going to turn to the rest of you guys. Well, I guess... I swear, every time that I think that we're onto something, it seems like that thing that we're onto is just... It's just a further detour. Regent, I know that we said that we would get the skull back, We have to get it, right? It's like there's no other option.
We do. But if we go in, I think that we find Strahd and we defeat him.
Okay, I found what I was wanting to say. This charm in particular, just for this module, it acts as you can activate the charm at your leisure, and it lasts for an hour after you activate it.
So I suppose the question is, should we go straight to Strahd? Like, do we need to save and do some side quests first before we go and do that?
I believe it is time, unless, and he'll look at the two dwarven siblings. You wish to deal with your brother first.
Do we think that defeating Strahd will just take us out of the area? Will it send us back to where we came? Or will we just release this hold on this place and still be here? If killing Strahd means leaving this place, then I've got to go handle me brother first.
I'm going to turn to Mordekainen. What'll happen if Strahd is killed?
I do not know. Hopefully, the land the fog surrounding the domain of this country lifts, and everybody will be free to leave if they so please. Hopefully, the gloominess that forever looms in the sky fades, and the light can be brought back to Barovia as once was hundreds of years ago.
That's not exactly an answer. What are you thinking, Ragnar? Iris?
Oh, I've got to take care of me brother. So we've got to decide if we think killing Strahd will just reverse everything that's happened to us and split us all up and send us hurtling back to where we started from. Or if it will simply allow us to leave at our leisure. But I told you, I'm taking care of me brother one way or the other. So if we kill Strahd first and it takes me out, I'll spend the rest of my life hunting for this place until I find me brother. Or we can go there first and take care of that. Or I can go there myself if needed.
I shall come with you if you desire, but my desire is also to take out Strahd. If you wish to do this first, then we shall do this first.
Oh, Strahd's going to pay.
Be on our way.
Strahd is going to pay for what he's done too. Don't you worry about that. I won't force you all to follow me to battle, me brother. If we need to fight Strahd first, I'll follow ye. I'm just telling, I've made a promise to myself, me brother, and me kin to take care of the Oakenbeard's falling.
I will go over to Iris and Ragnar and like put my arms around both of them and just pull them into a hug. We're gonna help you. We've got your back.
So what are we doing first, dearie?
I think
All I'm
it'd be
saying,
smart.
if we go after Erston, you can be backup, so to speak. But I'm telling you now, Ragnar and I are the ones bound to handle it. Not all of you.
At least let us get you there, okay?
So are we going there first, or are we going after Strahd?
We
Are
are
you
going
just-
there first.
It's like, are you just ignoring getting the skull?
We'll get the skull after we defeat Strahd.
Well, since the Mad
After
Mage,
it's pointless.
since the
No,
Mad
see-
Mage won't allow us to go get his book and wand for him.
Mm-hmm.
That's because they're lost forever.
And also, we as characters are not operating on this as an RPG. So we don't realize it's pointless.
We can still return the skull, like in the epilogue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Unless Tarek decides to be mean.
If some dragon people would have stolen the skull like they talked about last time, then we wouldn't be in this position.
I mean, the
Mord-
big giant ass skull that we have to fight people like everyone with while carrying.
Yes.
I mean, the two of you could carry it, or you could just
You
teleport
could-
it out.
you can drop it every time you need to fight.
Mhm. You could be like kids that are like got a canoe that are running to the lake while it's raining. They're just using it as an umbrella.
If only we had a wizard with enlarge reduce, it'd be all fine.
You do that
True.
thing you do in some of the Zelda games where you pick something up and you throw it a long ways, fight the enemy, and then go pick it up, throw it again, fight the enemies.
But the thing in Zelda is it breaks when you do that.
Not for the important items,
It depends on what it is.
but Mordenkainen would offer you to stay and rest as long as you would like. Time here is different than out out in Barovia, so that you wouldn't think of this as the hyperbolic time chamber.
Well, funny you say that, Derek. I've got 4 bottles of holy water I need to make.
That's the point. You can rest here and
Yeah.
So get to praying, Norden.
I'm praying. I'm speed praying.
use your spell slots to do this, and then take a nap.
Okay, I will.
Can I cast Greater Restoration on Ragnar like 5 times and get his barbarian powers back?
Does Greater Restoration affect that? You
I
should
don't
be
know.
back to normal
I
by
don't.
now.
I don't know,
you
Derek. This is a rule you put on me.
You've slept like 6 times
No,
since you've
not
gotten that.
not the exhaustion. I'm talking about
Oh.
getting him back to level 9 barbarian.
No, that ain't no.
Can I pray with him to get his cleric level up?
You can pray, it just doesn't mean anything.
Can we like go outside and bury some bones to raise his prayer level, like
No.
in RuneScape? There, I used a RuneScape reference. You should be impressed.
He's unimpressed. He was like, no.
Something that'll help you? No, you can't do it.
All right, well, I guess I'm ready to go to that place that I don't know the name of.
The Amber Temple?
Yeah, that one.
Did we want to take our like a short game this week just to get everybody back next week for it?
I mean, that's kind of up to you guys. I mean, it's 7:40, about 7:45 right now. We haven't really had a break or anything like that yet, but the
Look,
idea,
man, I'm dying. I'm
the-
dying to go to the bathroom.
the idea kind of going forward right now is trying to start around 5:30 and go till about 8:30. But I mean, if we need to
We're
end
only,
early.
we're only ending a half hour early.
That's what I was gonna say. We don't really have anything important planned for this session, so if we need to end here, that's fine. I mean,
Are we going to be at the Amber Temple next week, or are we going to be traveling to the Amber Temple next week? Because I would be in favor of doing the traveling now.
Yeah. Let me roll for random encounters. Just a 10.
While Ray goes to the toilet.
Oh
Okay,
yeah, I can do that.
There are literally no random encounters on your entire.
Never mind. I will stay right here.
yeah, I think we just meet up. If the rest of the party isn't with us or whatever, we find a way to meet them or call them to the Amber Temple. I guess Derek can discuss that with everybody else or whatever, and
Well,
and that's where we start next week.
Did we want to get to the part, like on the path to where you haven't been yet? Because you still haven't passed Solenka Pass yet, which
Yeah,
is
let's
on
do
your
that.
way to the Amber Temple.
Do you guys want to take a quick restroom bio break real quick, and then we can do that, or
That sounds good. Yes, please.
Yeah, that sounds great.
All right.
Look, man, I'm drinking water now, so I actually have to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, give us about 5 or 6 minutes, guys. We'll be right back. We're gonna just take a quick bio break, and then we'll wrap up with a new area that we haven't been to yet. Give us about 5 minutes. We'll be right back. And we're back. Let's explore this new little area that we're going to pass through on our way to the Amber Temple. And then we'll wrap it up.
Well, it actually might take a while because it is an actual chapter in the book.
Well,
We're still going to wrap it up after.
have time till I have to go.
Yeah, we didn't say how long it was.
So you have me until 9:30, and then
So the pathway
that's
starts.
it.
You see the token over here for it's Syraxis. As you start heading back towards the winery, and you see that the path on your map starts winding up the mountain, up Mount Gakis, which is in the southeast. It winds for miles and miles as you start winding, going up the mountain. Probably goes up I have no idea what the elevation is for this area. Probably a couple thousand feet as it twists and turns up the mountain. Who the hell is adding? Oh, you. I don't have a quote for this chapter, actually.
Oh.
It doesn't give me one. Oh, wait. Yeah, I do. There it is. Found it. Yeah, I'll read it, too. The road curved and climbed, making a lengthy switch back into this edge of Mount Gakis. The air grew colder, hot, not warmer, and patches of snow became more frequent until they were unbroken. It's Strahd in his memoirs. As you're climbing this mountain pass, it starts getting colder, and the further you go, you start seeing patches of snow here and there, and the temperature drops a good 30, then 40 degrees in temperature. You come to a mountain pass over one of the rivers down below. The shelf on rock on which the mountain road clings grows narrow. To your left, the icy cliffs rise sharply toward dark rolling clouds. To your right, the ground falls away into a sea of fog. Ahead, through the wind and snow, you see a high wall of black stone lined with spikes and topped by statues of demonic vultures with horned heads. Set in the center of the wall is a closed iron portcullis, behind which burns a curtain of green flame. On the other side of the dark wall, gripping the mountain's edge, is a guard tower of white stone, topped by golden statues of mighty warriors, as I will bring you all to Solinka Pass.
This seems safe.
This is fine.
I totally forgot this was a part of the campaign too. Holy shit, that is so tiny. This place is big.
Well,
I will say, considering that Ragnar is not wearing anything, I will give him my blanket so that he can
just so you know, each square is 10 feet, so your movement is going to be cut in half here. Or like the amount of squares you can. Well, no, your tokens are moved small to 5 feet, so each big square that you're in is 10 feet.
Derek,
Yes.
I think you are on the wrong side of the bridge.
I am. I am.
I think we're supposed to approach from the south.
But it says if you're coming from the west, read this. Why is it? You can't come from the south. Well, I don't know why this map is flipped that way. Whatever. But yes, you are right.
Yeah, I think this is the east. That's the south, and then that's the north.
Yep. Okay. I'll bring you all down, I guess.
Don't
Down
bring
here.
me down.
There we go. And reveal some more. Oop. And the.
Wait, so we were on the other side of this bridge, and it's that long? Jesus.
These are the thingies that you see.
Oh, that's not gonna come to bite us.
Those look like tokens, and you know what that means. That means we get to have some fun at Chuck E. Cheese.
The gatehouse is 30 feet high, and the adjoining walls are 20 foot high and lined with stone spikes. Okay.
You said that there's like a fire right here, right?
Yes. Yeah, that green right there is the green flame that you saw.
Is there any way around this other than going over?
Yeah.
These
Not
are
that you can tell.
mountains going down, and these are
Yep.
mountains going down, it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
What is this down here?
Where? Oh, that is the
That's-
tokens. Those are the tokens.
Yeah, that's the top.
Okay, it's
this-
just a
that's
top
this.
view. I thought that
Yeah,
was
top
something
view.
down
Yeah.
at the bottom of the
No.
Okay.
Can you wait? I'm looking at your sheet.
No,
Oh,
it's
that
this.
that line, that blank line, for me it shows an arrow in that little line, like going diagonally down the mountain there.
Okay. I mean, that makes
So-
sense. I just thought that was some like big statue off in the distance or something.
Yeah, I can actually bring that to the. There you go, to the token layer.
Oh, so it moved down the mountain, and so it's moving and it's walking.
Which means we can go around it.
Shut the hell up.
I guess
Can I
I'll
investigate?
follow Orden.
I'm gonna investigate to see if we can get around this somehow.
As you approach, as you, oops, I'm not on the right layer. There we go. As you get to here, you start to hear a shriek coming from the walls there. It shrieks of the sound of metal on metal as the portcullis starts to rise on its own.
Don't move. They can't see you if you don't move.
You guys fight gargoyles? No? Okay. Alright, cool.
You must.
A curtain.
By the way, that's that fire.
Yep, and in front of you, there's the curtain of green flame fills the eastern archway of the gatehouse.
Ragnar will step up to here, face that green flame, and yell Fus Ro Da and see what happens.
Fus Ro Da!
Nathan, you're not the
you're yelling-
Dragonborn.
You're yelling at fire.
Orden.
Yeah.
Do you think you could eat that?
I mean, I've never tried eating flame before. I don't think I should start.
I mean, you breathe it. What's the difference?
One's coming out, one's going in.
I'm going to detect magic.
Okay. What does that do exactly? word for word.
It detects magic, Derek.
The flame is definitely magical.
For
That's obvious.
For the duration, which is up to 10 minutes, you sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you. If you sense magic in this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic, and you learn its school of magic, if any. The spell can penetrate most barriers, but it is blocked by 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt.
Would a petrified object be considered magical? Kevin, that's a question for you.
I think if you're talking about a gargoyle, or I'm guessing like these,
Yeah.
I've got a feeling probably.
Okay, then you would sense that aura around these 2 petrified vultures sitting on top of the gate, the portcullis sides, as well as the flame itself.
Do I get an idea of like what school of magic it is?
They're not magical creatures, so, but whatever petrification would be.
Yeah, I'm more worried about the fire. I mean, obviously, I know now that those are creatures and they could come alive, but I'm more worried about the fire, to be honest.
It doesn't tell me. Probably. What are the schools of magic? Invocation.
Probably transmutation.
That would be for the gargoyle or the vultures. Would be transmutation, and then for the flame, probably invocation. I would assume. Let me look up what the schools of magic are.
It's actually illusion magic. It's just an illusion, Derek.
Conjuration, necromancy, no. Evocation, abjuration, transmutation, divination, enchantment, or illusion. Conjuration, rabbit from a hat, no. Not necromancy. Might be evocation then.
That means it's healing, so we can go through it.
Evocation is not healing. Evocation is more like a damaging spell.
Well, it says right here, cure wounds, level 1 evocation.
It's like a protection and healing and.
Speaking of abjuration,
So,
I believe.
Oh
wait, never mind. It can be both.
But yeah, it would be school of evocation would be the flame, and transmutation would be the vultures.
Iris is going to lean to everyone else, or Ragnar's going to lean to everyone else because he's detected the magic, and kind of whisper the obvious that the flame's magical, and whisper that the 2 things, those 2 statues up on top, they've got an aura around them as well. If we're not careful, they may come swooping down after us.
I'm going to turn to Rajin. Could you do that thing that you did to get me out of Ravenloft?
To get to the other side?
Yep.
I've got something for that, dearie, if he can't get us over there.
Well, you can get 3 people. Me, Ragnar, and Soul, and then you can get it yourself.
No. It won't be just me getting across, though. So it might be worth just saving what he's got.
What have you got?
I think I can get rid of it.
What you thinking?
Iris is going to grab her anvil necklace in one hand and point her finger at the fire with the other hand.
Tyler, you're echoing.
Cast Dispel Magic on the fire. Choose one creature, object, or magical effect within range.
This was the way to get rid of the flame, actually. You cast a spell magic on this flame, and it would just dissipate and disappear.
Now we've got a way through, dearie, but we've still got the other two to deal with. Now I can attempt to do it again on them if you want to, but that's just going through my powers. But then we might not have to fight them.
That was a really strong spell. I know which one you used. You might want to save it. Raijin, you got anything that can get us through?
Well, the flame is down, correct?
Yeah.
And the portcullis is up. You move as a group. Sol, stay close.
Okay.
And
as you are 40 feet back.
There we go.
And I guess Raijin will have his sword ready out, and he will start walking through here.
As soon as you start making your way out through the portcullis, Raijin, as you would turn around and you would hear these two giant demonic vultures. The stone surrounding them would start breaking off and falling off of them. And then they would slowly start flapping their wings, and they would start rising up in the air, and they would just unleash a horrible high-pitched shriek your way. And roll for initiative. Paste this one way out here. Roll for initiative.
Get that other token off the board. We don't need anything else.
Oh, no, that's the one I'm using for their initiative. It's not another one. +2.
Ragnar has a 15.
Why is it every single time I roll, I can't get over a 10 for initiative?
Did you refresh your roll 20? Because
Hold on.
And Iris got a 4.
Nice.
Did you refresh your roll 20? Oh,
did.
what?
I did earlier. That's why I got a 15 for Ragnar.
I refreshed it and brought it to my one shot.
Nice. Tyler, what's your initiative?
$13.
Yay. And these two creatures would just catch you guys off guard, and you weren't quite ready for a fight, even though you, in the back of your heads, knew it was coming. And they would rise and start flying towards you. And one of them, the first one, would fly to this spot right here, and he is going to unleash fungal spores start extending out from this creature, and they start filling the air around you. It's a 15-foot radius. Where's the thingy-majiggy? Aura 15. Everybody can see. There we go. Everybody is so in that radius. I don't think quite. Oh, that's 20. Nope, not quite. Nah. It's just enough, actually. Everybody needs to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Do we get the +4 to, or the D4 that Mordekainen gave us?
If you want to use the charm.
Oh, gotcha. We can only use it once.
Yep, it's a one-time use and it lasts for an hour.
Okay. Hey,
Do we get Ordnance Plus?
Yeah, you do. +4.
The ones in range of Orden would get the +4. Yes.
It's a 21 for Ragnar.
Hold on, let me double check and see what that range is.
Iris got a 7.
That was my initiative. Iris hasn't rolled for this yet.
Okay, my bad. Region's good. Nice.
You have to be within 10 feet of me.
So it would. Is he?
And you said Constitution?
Rajin would get the aura as well from Orden. Yes, it's a con save.
Oh crap! Ragnar got like a 23. Then I didn't use my save number.
Nice. Orden got a 16, so
It's
we just need Iris and Soul.
It's a +4, Ray.
Yeah.
Iris got an 18.
Okay.
Bless you.
Derek rolled a nat 1.
And yep. Now we're getting Soul. A 15. All right, you all succeed. You start sensing these spores start to get closer to your mouths and nose as you're breathing, and you quickly cover your nose with either a cloth or your hands, and you are currently safe from this effect. And then the second one, actually, and then this one is going to move here, and everybody, this is going to be a different effect, but everybody also make another con save. And as you're just going to hear the creature just shriek extremely loudly.
Derek, did I take any damage from that first one, the spore cloud?
Your con save was a 23, so no.
No, okay.
Everybody succeeded on the con saves.
13 for Ragnar.
Okay.
$24 for Iris.
Okay, Orden had a 16, and then we just need Soul's con save for this one. 14. Okay. Okay, so the DC was a 14 on this one as well. So the only one affected by you would all hear just a shriek in your ears, and all would cover your ears with your hands, except for Ragnar, who isn't quick enough to save himself from this effect. This creature emits a horrific screech. You are now Ragnar is now stunned until the end of this creature's next turn. A stunned creature is incapacitated, so Ragnar cannot move or speak, and you automatically fail strength and dex saving throws, and attack rolls are advantage against you until the end of this creature's next turn. Ragnar is always getting some kind of CC. Well, Ragnar can't do anything on this turn, can he?
Don't think so. I mean, if he's stunned, I can't do anything, right?
Yep. So next would be Rajin.
Raging. Sorry, I was just adjusting one of my stat blocks. Is this surprise action? It is a bonus action. Okay. So Raging is going to lift his blade up high, and whisper in Draconic the word for divine lightning, as his sword will erupt in golden lightning. Then, so he's casting Spirit Shroud first of all, and then he's going to attack this first Vrock, this first demon here.
Right.
Can he move? I don't. Yeah. Can he move to here?
You can, yes.
Okay. He's going to move to here, and then he's going to attack twice. Just make sure I've got Spirit Shroud activated. Yep. Yeah. So he's going to attack twice. That one. Does a 15 hit?
Yes.
And that is magic damage.
Two
And then
radiant.
he will attack a second time.
And a 22 hits, so that would be Jesus Christ, 27 more.
Yeah. I just need to double check Spirit Shroud. 1 second. At high
Yeah.
levels, when you cast this spell using 4th level or higher, the damage increases by 1d8 for every 2 slots above 3rd. Okay, so I cast it at 5th level, so it is only 1 extra d8. So, yeah, I think that's it.
So, but it would still be 27 more, right? It affects every hit, not just the first one.
Yeah. So it's a constant effect. So
okay.
And its speed is reduced by 10 feet. Also.
Okay.
And that will be Raging's turn.
All right. Next up would be Soul.
What's this building next to me?
It's a building.
Does it have like windows in it? I'm assuming. Anything like that?
This is what you can. It's pretty easy to figure out. It's what would be a guard tower. The tower door is made of iron-bound wood and barred from within, so you can't open it.
Can I see through it?
No, no.
Can I see through any windows?
Are there any windows? I assume there are windows. Huh. Guard towers generally don't have windows until you get to the very top and it's open, so there are no windows.
It looks like there's windows.
Oh shit, it does. Okay, fine, there are those windows, but you can't see them through the door.
Can I see them from where I'm standing?
No, because you can't see through the door.
That's fair. I'm gonna Misty Step over to here.
Okay.
And that's a spell. That's all I can do.
Well, Misty Steps is a bonus action, I think.
Oh, you're right. And then Firebolt. Yeah, you're right. Then Firebolt, the one that Raging already hit.
Hey, Kevin, even though it's a bonus action, it still counts as a spell.
No, if it's the bonus action for this, if it's a bonus action, as long as I don't do, I can do a cantrip. I can't do anything but a cantrip if I use the spell as a bonus action.
Okay, yeah, so you can still use Firebolt since it's a cantrip.
I rolled a 19 on the die. Does that hit, or do I need to add to it?
That hits.
Okay. That's 18 fire damage.
You would hit this creature dead on, and you could tell that when the firebolt hits it, it kind of shrugs it off a little bit, as the creature is resistant to fire damage, so it doesn't deal the full damage.
Oh, so it's resistant to magic?
It's resistant to fire.
Well. Okay.
It still did a little bit of damage, but just not the 18. It did half.
Okay.
All right, next up would be Iris.
Did these creatures shed off their stone, or are they still made of stone?
Yes, they shed off their stone, and they are now a demonic-looking vulture-like creature. If you wanted to make a history check, you see if you recognize them from a demon book. You can.
Yeah, I will, because I'm not sure what I want to do. Maybe this will help. Probably not. 4.
Nope. Not at all.
I'm not gonna do that, because that's what...
You can tell that they're evil.
I'm just trying not to... They're not undead, right? That I can tell.
Don't look that you can tell.
Okay, so... Trying not to use a bunch of my spells, but... guess we're going to. We're gonna go with the tried and true P circle. Casting Spirit Guardians.
What's the radius again?
15
15
feet. Working on adding it.
I already got it. I got you.
You recycled that P.
Okay. And then I will take a stab at this guy, I guess.
Okay.
With my blood spear. Do. 8.
That is a nat 1.
You want to stab me?
A 1 would be Orden, 2 would be Ragnar. You hit Orden with your spear.
Why?
You gotta think against dragons.
Apparently.
It's like you don't stab him, but like you're going in the motion to stab this creature, and you just bluntly hit Orden in the back of in his back as you're trying to whip the spear around.
It is really tight in here. Do I take any damage from that?
Roll damage, and since you're not hitting him with the blunt or the spear end, we'll divide it by 2 for damage, since it's a blunt hit on you.
All right.
So you would take 4 damage, Orden.
Okay.
Sorry.
And he kind of just staggers a bit, but because of the kind of charm that we got from Mordekaiden, it really doesn't bother him that much. It really does just look like you hit him a little too hard on the back, and he
Did you use the charm?
Oh shoot! No, wait, that's the thing that gives us +10, right?
Yeah, but you have to use it.
Oh, never mind. I'm not going to use that just yet. Okay. Then he does take a little bit of damage, but it's not bad.
Okay. And
I'm
then
sorry,
next up
Giddy.
Oh,
would
it's
be Orton.
okay. Hold on one sec. Derek, as a free action, could I use my divine sense to see if these things are demonic?
Sure.
Okay.
Your divine sense senses demon, fae, and undead, right?
Celestial fiend and undead, yeah.
Celestial fiend and undead. Okay.
Mhm.
Demons count as fiends, I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a large fiend.
Well, darn. Does my sun sword give me a bonus against that? No, it's just undead.
Just undead.
How's it looking?
The one on the left that's been hit is looking okay still.
Okay. I will take my sword out, ignite my sun sword, and just seeing that it's shot out all these spores, I will take the sharp end of it and just try to shove it up into the bottom of its mouth. So close its mouth up. That's 25 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. Why are there 2 +4s?
Proficiency and then
Strength.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
the
then plus 2
is
is because it's a sun sword. For 10 damage.
Okay. And that's
And-
magical.
What's that?
That's magical damage, I assume. Radiant.
Oh yeah, radiant. I'm sorry. And then as a bonus action, I will start chanting a little bit in halfling, and Ragnar will get these vines that kind of like creep across his arms that provide him a little bit of extra strength and protection as I cast Shield of Faith on him.
Okay. And you still get to attack again, don't you? You can attack twice.
Doesn't that count as a bonus action?
No. You get
Okay,
your
then
attack action, and then you get a bonus action.
Okay, cool. Then I will do that. 18
That hits.
for 8 points of radiant damage.
This one would only be 4 since you don't add your strength to the second hit.
You do, Derek.
You do? To the damage? I
Yeah,
thought it was only once.
No, it's only if you're dual wielding
Oh, true.
without the fighting style.
-8. Okay, good enough.
Yeah, I was gonna say we've been doing it like this the entire time.
No, you're right. You're right. Okay. And then is that your turn?
That's my turn.
Okay, next up to go are the creatures. And the first one is going to come back down 1 square, and he's going to attack you, Orden. One with its beak and one with its talons. It's a +6 to hit. And it's at advantage since you are being flanked. A 14.
That does not hit.
And then it's talons. It's a +6.
Derek, do you not have the stat blocks for these?
I do, but I don't like going into the character sheet for them. An 18 to hit.
18 is my armor class.
Okay, so that hits. It's 2d10 + 3.
He needs to make a save too for my spirit guardians.
Oh, right.
Probably isn't going to kill him, but
it's definitely not. For 8 slashing damage on you, Orden. And then what's the save it has to do?
Wisdom.
It is wisdom. Okay. That is +4.
And then Odin has to make a con save.
For what?
being hit.
Shield of Faith.
Oh, you're right.
I assume a 6 does not save. So how much damage to it?
That much.
1e + 22.
8, 13.
17. Do I keep my concentration?
Yes, you keep concentration.
Cool.
And the second one, knowing Ragnar is stunned, is going to hit Ragnar twice.
It has to make
And-
one too.
Yeah, you're right. I was going to do that at the end, but yeah, I'll do it now. 1d20 plus...
Yeah, it's at the start of the turn, I believe.
It also fails, so it also takes 13.
Yep. Unless you want me to roll again.
No, 13's fine. And then it's going to make its 2 attacks on Ragnar at advantage. A 21 will hit even with the Shield of Faith. 22. Okay, so it's going to peck Ragnar for 2d6 plus 3. For 6 piercing damage, and then it's going to slash at him with its talons. 19. And then then does a 17 hit Ragnar with Shield of Faith on him.
What does Shield of Faith do?
Plus 2.
Plus 2.
Well, never mind. It doesn't matter. 17 doesn't hit anyways.
Okay. Then its talons misses, and as it starts to shriek again, but that's it. Ragnar, you are no longer immobilized.
So I can take this turn or no? Or
Yes,
does
you
it
can.
happen now?
You can.
Ragnar's just going to wield that Warhammer and swing at this guy,
Okay.
yelling at the top of his lungs. Let me find my mod. 4, 3... 13.
That does not hit.
Ragnar is kind of feeling useless at this point because he kind of froze the first round with this thing getting in his head, and then he's going to take this swing at this rather large creature and just completely whiff and just start screaming at the top of his lungs at it, trying to mimic, not quite like that high-pitched squeal, but trying to mimic some type of cry to get in its head.
Okay. Then it would be Rajin again.
Rajin's going to continue. Seeing him this one turn its back on Rajin, he's going to just try and cut off its wings. Go for some an upward cut and then a reverse downward cut, both sides. The disrespect that he's showing Rajin here. First one.
22, that hits for 23 damage.
Yeah,
and the first one itself, just you cut off its wings, and it just shrieks in pain, and as it falls to the ground dead.
Yeah, and then he's gonna 5, 10, 15, 20. Move to here for 25. Trying to get flanking. And he's going to attack this one.
27 hits for 20 more.
And then with his last 5 feet of movement, he will just take another step here.
Okay.
Wait, can you stay there so that when I attack, I can get advantage?
I can. I was just trying to stay within your 10 feet aura. You could, move to me afterwards anyway, I guess so. Yeah, I'll stay.
Oh yeah, that's true. I'll do that.
Okay, next up is Soul again.
How does the demon look?
Oh, this one looks okay.
All right, I'm going to take a step forward, and I'm going to upcast a guiding bolt to a 2nd level. It's a modified 22.
Oh, that hits.
So that is
5d6?
Yeah. There you go.
For
And
19.
then that's radiant, and then she's gonna go right back there.
Sounds good. Iris's turn.
Iris is going to try to stab at this thing with her blood spear.
And you are flanking with Rajin. Technically.
I'm sure that's not going to hit, so let me roll again.
Advantage though.
21.
That hits. 21. That hits.
Why do my attacks roll so low? 10 damage.
Is this? Spear. It's considered magical, right?
Yeah, it's a +2 magical spear.
Okay. Is that all you do?
Yes. She's starting to get that frenzy look in her eye as she bloodies this spear with this creature. She's starting to breathe a little heavier. Breath's coming quicker. She's kind of getting a little shaky. And that's her turn.
Okay, Warden's turn.
I'm going to go ahead and attack this thing twice. Seeing Rajin having cut off the wings of one of them, he's going to absolutely grab his sword by both hands and try to just like get his big swing onto it so it can hopefully break the bones. Wait, whoops, wrong one. Sorry.
I was fixing to say, why is that green like you rolled the max amount?
Okay, 25 hits, right? Well, let me crit.
Yes,
this.
but did you? Yeah, crit. Nope, you didn't get the crit, but.
Do I roll advantage on this too, or is it just hits?
Nope, that's it.
Okay.
So
I thought it would be all attacks.
So what was that? This is the damage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's going to be 9 points of radiant damage.
Mm-hmm.
Second attack, 25 to hit.
Yep.
For 13 points of damage.
Okay.
And seeing that I have not quite cut off his wing, I just kind of shake the blood off of my sword, and I will take a step forward so I can get everyone into my aura. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And then this creature, since it hasn't done its spore attack yet, the dead one did, is going to
roll a wisdom save. Is what it's going to do first.
Yeah, you're right. Because it very well could die on a high roll. 23.
So 8 damage?
8 minus 8. Okay. And then
unless you want to round up. I'm okay with that.
I believe everybody, because it's 15. Yeah, everybody make a con save. And again, Soul does not get the aura.
Sorry, Tyler.
$18 for Ragnar.
Okay, Soul got a 16.
5 for Iris.
Okay, Iris, you are each creature. You are now poisoned. While poisoned, a target takes a D10 poison damage at the start of its turns. And you have the poison effect, so you have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks from now on. and you can repeat the saving throw at the end of your turn every time to end the effect. Or you can empty a vial of holy water to end the effect.
Or Odin could just use 5 points of lay on hands.
Yeah.
Or that. Okay, that's its turn. It was hoping to get all of you to, because it's not in the best predicaments right now. But all right, Ragnar's turn.
Let's see if Ragnar can kill it.
Yeah, Ragnar will move up, glance over at Rajin as he raises his warhammer, gives it a little spin, with a half smile on his face, really hoping that it's his turn to actually hit a creature with this thing instead of a party member.
Another reason why Ragnar got Raging got the complete opposite side of this thing from.
And I'm flanking, so I can fish for a crit, right? I don't know if that hits or not, but still. 16 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. Roll. 1d. Whoops. Plus. $14 damage.
How does Ragnar end combat?
Finally. This thing kind of, I imagine Ragnar walks up behind it, or walks up on it, and gives Rajin this look, twists his warhammer, and I don't know, maybe Rajin has a reaction, like a flashback, a PTSD moment or something, and like growls at this thing, and it kind of turns to look at him, and as he turns towards Rajin, Ragnar brings this warhammer down right down on its back where its wings meet, and just cracks that bone so its wings kind of lay flat, and it just kind of falls over and starts bleeding out the mouth.
Good. It's about time you hit something that wasn't us.
Don't say that. You did great.
I didn't hit any of you this time.
Exactly. It was your sister.
Come on.
He
It
kind
wasn't
of
even
looks.
that hard.
He looks at Iris like kind of confused.
Before we end, I will run over to Iris's side and use my lay on hands to neutralize that poison. And also, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna hand each of you guys one of these wine bottles filled with holy water. So you can add that to your inventory.
Oh, I was quite thirsty after killing that.
Iris, you would know what holy water is.
With Ragnar.
That was definitely Ragnar.
Still a cleric, he would still know what holy water is.
Yeah, it smells like flowers, so I don't think you want to drink that. He probably thinks it's like perfume.
I don't know that he's uncorked the bottle yet. He just
That's
knows
true.
that you handed him a freaking wine bottle. It was like, here, have this.
Well, it's like holy water. Maybe it like penetrates through the glass and you can smell it.
I don't know if that's how it works.
It's magic. Who knows how it works?
True.
All right.
I think that's a good stopping point. We can explore the rest of Solinka Pass in the next session.
All right. We only went 18 minutes over. So maybe this might work. We're starting early now, chat, or trying to, when all of our schedules work out, because I may have another opportunity afterwards. I might be joining Jarl of Goat's Death of Deities game after this game. It won't be for a few more weeks. He's got a few people that he's talking to and that have shown interest in it. He's going to pick someone to play with their group because they've had a place open up. And it's just kind of dependent on whether we can make the new schedule work here. This game definitely, and the stream definitely comes first. But if we can make it work, it'll be a good opportunity for me and for the channel and kind of getting our name out there. So, does anyone?
If you wanted to scroll to the left a little bit, there's a side view of what Salenka Pass, the entrance, looked like.
Oh, I will do that real quick if I can find my window again. That's right. Your other left, Nathan. Oh, that's cool.
And just so you know, each one of these little
Statues are going to come alive?
I don't know. I actually haven't read this part of the book yet.
Imagine that.
These triangles indicating the altitude. Each one indicates a 100-foot drop.
Oh, wow.
So it's a very steep hill.
We definitely couldn't have gone around. If y'all don't mind, y'all want to keep vamping for a couple minutes?
I mean, Raging could have gone up there because apparently he can fly.
I mean, he can make it. He can make like him and 2 others fly or 3 others fly.
Oh, that's so cool. When are we going to use that?
Has Syraxis ever flown and not known about it?
Is that how he gets? Is that how he's going to be introduced in the next one? He's like, Master, I learned how to fly.
What?
And meanwhile, Raging's just like got his hand behind his back, like making him fly.
All right, that was a good dream.
Mm-hmm. Do you still need us to vamp a little bit longer, Nathan?
Yeah, just a little bit longer. That was definitely not a few minutes. That was like a few seconds. But
I kept trying to keep it going, but then Derek's like, "Yeah, we did great. We're done."
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to get you to vamp so I don't have to tell what I'm doing in the background. I'm just getting I'm getting a raid ready.
You're diddling yourself.
Getting a raid ready.
I've still not yet been to Amber Temple, so
you've never been to Salenka Pass?
We did the Salenka Pass, but we never got past it.
They left. They turned around and went.
No, we had Rahadin turn up.
Oh, okay.
Spoilers.
We well, I don't know if he's going to turn up.
Yeah, that was probably a DM thing that brought in.
Yeah, with a bunch of whites stopping us from crossing the bridge.
Gotcha.
And we retreated back to the tower where he came and attacked us. And we almost defeated him, but we lost. Permanently. So he dropped 3 of us, 3 of the 4 party members, with 1 party member staying at, like, I think she was on full health, but not really very useful in combat. But he was like on 1 hit point, so he retreated. But she couldn't stabilize 1 of us in time, and they died.
Oof, feels bad.
Yeah, and we was in no shape then because we were a party member down, who was our sort of frontline tank. So we lost him. So we wouldn't be able to carry on anyway. So we had to turn around and go back down the mountain.
At what level did you get here?
5.
Oh, so you came early. You came early.
Yeah.
So interesting thing. I just peeked into the Mastermind's stream over here, and I believe he has me shown as MIA.
You weren't. You're just showing that on the cam screen because I hadn't adjusted that.
Yeah, and meanwhile, Kai's here.
No, you have him showing as MIA, and Kai is here.
Yeah, I know. What I'm saying is the map screen's been on most of the stream.
Oh, okay.
And he wasn't MIA on the map screen.
Oh, okay.
Oh. I see. I was going to be like, wow, that's a big case of the ouchies right there.
No, it was correct on the map screen, but I have to change both, and I don't change them without going back and forth, so.
Because Salenka Pass is a level 7 area, I think that's what they kind of give it a level cap as?
I will say I've read everything except for the Werewolf Den and the Amber Temple, so completely new space coming up. This is gonna be the only time that like Derek's gonna be like, "What is this thing?" and me and Kevin have no clue.
Derek
Yeah.
hasn't read it either, so we're all going to be in the same boat.
Derek, that's your homework. Read it. If you can't,
I
then
have to read about Selenka Pass, brother.
read about Selenka Pass and then read about the Amber Temple. Hold on. Let me see how long Selenka Pass is.
Holy! Oh crap! There's a pretty cool enemy here. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, his name is Erston.
Yeah.
Ooh, gargantuan.
What has Erston been eating?
Spoilers.
He's been eating his Wheaties.
His family
This
members.
is 160. Derek, this is 3 pages and one of them is a map. Read it.
Oh, of Selenka Pass.
Yes.
Oh yeah, it's a short chapter of the book.
You have
It's
no
literally
excuses.
one big screen. There's no secondary map to it at all.
Read that and then read the Amber Temple.
All right. Anybody got anything else?
No, I need to go to sleep.
Yeah,
All
it's.
right. Anybody want to hang out in the
Kevin.
chat for a couple minutes? We're gonna jump over and raid Scott Dog. He's playing some game called WOW. I'm not really sure what it is. I think a bunch of people play it. I think some people call it WoW or something.
Yeah.
Wonders of something. I don't know.
Just play RuneScape.
Ugh. All right. We will see you guys next week. Hopefully things will work out where we can play at our new 5:30 time instead of our 6 o'clock slot. Hopefully that'll work out, and maybe that'll open up some opportunities down the road. We'll see you in another dimension.